Boom, boom. This is Kimberly. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so we got a bit of Soul Land reloaded up today. So let's go ahead and talk about what we got. And we don't have much right now. Finishing up on the actual judgment scale of it, which was just going on. You get a chance to use any of the currency that you might have gathered. This is a chance to clear that out before this goes away, and it will be going away today, so it will not be up tomorrow. So make sure that if you do have any of those, that you do use those before you lose those. All right. There is no other desktop events at this particular time. The Battle Pass, everything's going through. Sea God, Blue Silver, all those are standard events that they'll just pop up. They're all pay if you want to pay for something. Time limited events, we do have an Immortal Herb event up, which is nice. Not really what I was hoping. I was hoping that we would start seeing actual triple S shards for the herbs by now. We're still not. We're still seeing the SS plus. And the Spirit Advancement Stones are in here again. Only 8, so it is what it is. It's best to just look for a Soul Forge event where you can get your hands on a large quantity of these. Hopefully they'll have it in the next one. They didn't have it in the last one. But yeah, a chance to get that, chance to get some of those. All right. Also got a Spirit Avatar event. So this will be a chance to get some of the items for those. Again, not something that that Spirit is the Spirit Advancement. So not something that you can actually get on a regular basis. So it's good to participate in this event when it does pop up. Okay. Super Monday had a really bad one this time this weekend. Normally I get normally at least get 750, but only got 692. It's RNG, so you just rolls whatever you get as you complete the 4 events. So it didn't pop up very well for me. Nothing else in terms. Really, everything else is pretty much paid, but they do have the Immortal Orbs. Do make sure that you participate in the chest. Again, SS plus items until you start paying money, and this is before you get to the triple S. So it's for 100, that's just not worth it. None of the things that they actually sell are really worth it, so to speak. But make sure you do the login for a couple of days. Free packs. I went ahead and claimed the and the free the resource pack. I went ahead and decided to get to read. This is a pretty good resource pack because they do have quite a large number of the Marital Soul Essence, and of course they have some quartz in there. Always got the related quartz, as well as some hands on the physical training stones. So, it's really going to be difficult determining what you're going to do in terms of the Spirit Soul. You can get them up to a moon. As you know, you go through the stars. The stars does not cost anything except for the actual advancement. Once you start getting into the moon, you start needing the actual stones, the advancement stones, which, as we've said, are difficult to get. So, from a free-to-play perspective, there's really not a whole lot that you can do from that particular enhancement. I mean, I've looked into it as much as I could. It's going to take a lot of the stones to actually get this up. So we're talking about the Spirit. The Soul Spirit that comes each of the actual characters has one. You can get it up to a moon. Once you get it up to moon, it takes the advancement stones, which we've already said that on the standard event for one of these, as you just saw on the event that we had today, there was 8 stones. Okay. One level is 65 stones. So, and since they only have these spirits probably maybe once every couple of months, you ain't going to be getting anything anytime soon. So it's best to wait for a Soul Forge event. In a Soul Forge event, you can get your hands on quite a bit of them. Okay, but you have to understand something. This is 65 just for one level. Okay, there are 5 moons, half moons. Then you jump up to the stars, and I assume it goes 5 stars, would be my assumption. I'm assuming this ranks as high as the actual character does. So the amount of actual advancement stones you're going to need is immense. So it's best to probably focus on one character that you're going to be using for a long time. I'm waiting for BB Dong. Okay, that's what these stones are saved. I'm waiting to see how good she's going to be. Okay, because it's either going to be Wu or BB Dong that I'm going to be focusing these advancement stones on. Okay, because I just don't have enough of them. And I've already made a deal that I'm going to go ahead and jump on those inside of the next Soul Forge when I do see them, because you do get a pretty good advancement. And, you know, yeah, it's 65, but look at this, 156%, and it goes up to what? So that's 40% increase on HP attack. That's a lot. 40% on all deaths. Okay, you're talking about a large, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, so to speak. But just gathering this much martial soul essence and these many stones, it's a pretty big investment, and it's definitely not a free to play enhancement option. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. But you should always take it up to a moon. Go through the stars. Okay, there's no reason to not go through the stars. Okay. As you can see from the stars, and I can actually upgrade him right now. This will take me, so as you can see, 4 stars, I upgrading. Oh, I'm too short. I think I should be able to get Elite Sop. I need 2 more. I should be able to get those in here. Yeah. Purchase. Okay. Upgrade. This will take it to Moon. And 5 stars. We're now at, oh, no, it doesn't. We got 1 more star to go. At 745. The next one will take it to the moon. And from then on, it's a large amount of essence as well as the spirit advancement stones. So I would take all of your main characters up to a moon. Okay, get them to moon because it only costs coins, which you should not have any trouble whatsoever getting right now. If you're playing the game remotely, as opposed to the time, you'll be able to actually get the moon. And you should be doing it because you do get quite a large, enhancements on some of these things right here. The rest of this is, of course, not going to be obtainable until you start getting into the star. But I'm hoping that maybe in the future, the advancement stones become something that's a little bit more easier to get, other than from events, so that they start sticking it into other things. So that's what I'm hoping. But as you can see, SPs, triple S's are 58. I don't know if it's going to increase the next level when I go 3 stars. I'm not sure. But I wouldn't be focusing on your triple S's. I'd just be focusing on your SPs. So we're going to wait and see BB Dong. I've got multiple sources say that she's the strongest SP out there. So she might be something that we can consider doing an enhancement into the Avatar Stones. If not, I'll use Wu, okay, who is considered to be strong as well. Both of those two, they say there's the 2 best SPs. We'll have to see. It's just a matter of time. So that's what I'm holding off on. But there is an advancement, so definitely go ahead and snatch the 8. I mean, it's only 8, but hey, it's 8 that you wouldn't have. And they're not expensive. Okay, in terms of actual cost, 1,600, 200 for each. That's not bad at all. Okay, it really doesn't, not that big of an issue. Also, something that you want to be focusing on in the Immortal Orbs is, of course, trying to get the triple S orbs. And one of the reasons you want to focus on the triple S orbs is because of the fact that the formations. If you notice you might not have noticed it. Let me see if I can figure out what's the best place to actually show that. Where could I show it? I can't actually fight because it'll probably lock up my machine if I see, but I should be able to show the actual right here. Immortal Herb Resonance, okay? This is something that you should be looking into. Unfortunately, you have to get a triple S set. Okay, once you get a triple S set, you start doing the birth spirit. Okay, and start leveling up the birth spirits. It's really not that difficult. There's 5 levels inside of a birth spirit. So at level 1, you do 5 birth spirits. It'll take you up to level 2. But the birth spirits are, it's like the first one I think was like 6. So that it only turned out to be like 30 because it was 5 levels at 6. The next one was 11, so it turned out to be like 55. Okay, so it's not, but as you can do, you get quite a bit, a pretty big jump. This is percentage. Anytime you see an enhancement that's giving you a percentage boost, it's generally worth it to focus on it. Not so much if it's like just a total. Okay, because that generally doesn't train out to be much. But if you're using percentages, that's a pretty big percentage, pretty big jump, because it's a percent of the entire attack. So as you can see, these are pretty good spirits. Okay, but it's triple S herbs. I've got a triple S set. Okay, but we're not really the only other way to get, you can get the herbs each day in the shop, but it's only 1. So it's really not worth it that much. This is it. For 3, you can get 1. I mean, that's 1 a day. To get, any level of, because you have to level up, it would take plenty of time. It'd take months to do that. Again, Soul Forge. So this is something that you might want to look at. I've decided to go ahead and focus a little bit more on that because it's just a quick way to get a little bit buff inside of each of your teams. Okay, and it's for very little. But like I say, the triple S herbs are not something that are very obtainable unless you get them in the Soul Forge. SS Plus, not so difficult to get. As you can see, they just had some here inside of the actual event. But there's triple S. We want to get these. Okay. So I'm going to start looking for these at the next Soul Forge event. Maybe snatch up some. So I can start leveling that up. But it's only on triple. You have to have the triple S herbs to do it. I've got them on. I believe still got them on Hue. I believe is where they're at right now. Yes. So Burst Spirit is basically just the bottom one right here. I've been focusing. I did it on this one right here. Okay. So it was 8. I'm pretty sure the first one was 8. And each time you do it, you get 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 5 times. Okay. And it's each time. So the first one I was pretty sure it was 8. Okay. It might have been 6, but I think it was 8. Okay. And then the next one was 11. Okay, this one is 16 to get the Spirit Rank 3. It's going to be 11. So you're going to have to, or it's Spirit Rank 3. It's going to be 16. So you're going to have to do that 5 times. Okay, so I think it's what, 80. So it's going to take 80 to get you up to the third. And then of course Spirit Rank 4 or 5. That's going to basically it's going to be getting to the point where you're spending quite a bit of herbs to get there. They don't offer them quite enough for you to get anywhere fast, so you just have to wait for a Soul Forge event. They do have, I have seen triple S herbs inside of most of the Soul Forge events as one of the options. So it's basically, they need to have Soul Forge events more often because that's the way to get some of the higher level enhancement materials that are not commonly known, like the Advancement Stones, the Phoenix Divine Blood Trust. You can get a pretty large quantity of those each time you have a Soul Forge event if you choose. So it's something that I'm going to be looking for. The next Soul Forge event is going to be extremely interesting. We should be having one, I think, sometime next month. I think we should have one come rolling up. We'll have to see. Plus, we're coming into holiday season, so I'm expecting they're going to have a festival. The Lunar New Year Festival, generally, you can get your hands on some items. They're generally pretty generous through the holiday season with some of the events and some of the stuff that you can get. If you just play along with the actual events, it all comes down to participating. So we'll have to see what we can do. But that's what you want to look for. So you want to look for Spirit Advancement Stones, and you want to look for triple S herbs. Okay, those are two of the items that you can't get a lot of, but if you can get them and you get a chance to go for it, because they can give you quite a bit of percentage jump in your actual team, which is what you're looking for. All right, so that's where I'm at. So that's all I've got. We should be having some events roll up. We might have a new event tomorrow. I seriously doubt it. I think Judgment Scale is going to go away. And then I don't think we're going to get anything new. They'll just continue with the Immortal Orb events for a couple days. And then they'll roll up something new. We'll do a video at that time. If they do pop up a new desktop event, we'll probably take a peek at it tomorrow. But you know, we just got to wait and see what they're going to be, what they got planned for this holiday season. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. This Kid Rook coming at you from the corner, signing out.